Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Monday the 10th of June. We've got some new mods and we have got some updates. Rather a large update to start off with, and a really curious one next. The map Castile and Leon New Horizons by Alberto CYL Modding Studio has had an update. The map. Now, it was RDC, the previous versions that Alberto made, and on that one there were seasonal updates. It does say in the description, it's absolutely, there's so much to read out. This is the spring update. It does say, because update 1.0.0.2 was not released, this update incorporates 1.0.0.2 and 1.0.0.3. So you must start a new game. It requires a new save slot, and I can't read everything. It says disable mods that add new crops, new items, or new productions. Compatibility. And then it goes, I mean, the list is ludicrous. It basically changes the entire map. It does say introduction to aquaculture. Through the factory system, aquaculture has been introduced. You can dedicate yourself to breeding, production and sale of trout, salmon and sturgeon, including trout, salmon and sturgeon eggs with great benefits, and caviar at the end of the day. And then it goes on to list, I mean, so much stuff. New buildings, new textures, new crop types, new productions. Teff grass has been introduced as feed for mares, equine cattle. New greenhouse crops, mint, lavender and aromatic plants. Factories, omega-3 oil, wool or cotton sweaters, fabrics, balls of wool and cotton, firewood, sorghum flour, corn flour, rye flour, pea flour. New laboratory production, medicines based on royal jelly, mint and perfumes, artisan extractors, royal jelly, wax and processed honey, distillers. Yeah. The first map tour on that was nuts. It was really, really complicated to do. And it was the same with RDC, and people would say to me, are you going to do the new one? Are you going to do the new one? And I stopped with RDC because it got so complicated. This potentially is the same, but what I will say, if you're playing on it or want to play on it, read through the changelog on the website because it's nuts. And then we come to Ebony Island map by Cavalier Roy. Now on my Maps I Missed series with MrSealyp, where I'm going through mopping up any maps in the mod hub that I didn't do a map tour on, and someone said Ebony Island. I thought, I've done that. And would you believe, this very morning, I posted my Maps I Missed map tour on Ebony Island, and today it gets an update. What are the chances? Maybe I should do a lottery. Then we've got the Givone. Oh, that's by Cavalier Roy, and that does not need a new save game. It's save compatible. The Givone pack by University Modding. The Stonehog 430 cultivator by Adub Modding. Stoneway Design ABP team. The three-sided farm pack by Bernie SCS have all had updates. Now, as far as the mods go, there is a new map out today, New American, by Samuel Batista Modding. I will get onto that as soon as I can. But an extra mod popped up after that a little while later. The Massey Ferguson 108 by Nico do 55. Now, I came out of my save game, back to the mod hub, wasn't there. I came out of the game completely, loaded the game back up again, it wasn't there. I came out of the game, turned off my PlayStation, turned it back on again, came back into the game, it wasn't there. 3 times I've done that now. I've come into my save game, resaved the game, come back out, which normally triggers it sort of bounces it back in. I'm interrupting your regularly scheduled mod review to add this in. I said at the start I wasn't going to, and I've been in and out, in and out. I finished the mod review, came back out, and it was sat there. I thought, you know what, I'm not going to wait till tomorrow. I'll put it in. So here it is. This is the Massey Ferguson 108 by Nico do 55, 12.01 megabytes download, 6 slots. We can have it as a standard trailer, or you can have it as an auger wagon trailer. If we go into tools, trailers, just there. 11,730. Slot count comes down to 1. So options on this, we've got standard configuration. You've got with auger on the back. Like so. Now, as you can see, standard configuration, just like that, we've got these options. So the tyre choices don't change and the capacities will adjust. So if you want it just as a trailer, you can have it like this. So we've got BKT, Lizard, Michelin. Under BKT, we've got standard, 2, 3, back again. Under Lizard, we've got just that. Under Michelin, we have got standard and standard 2, and then back again. So those are the tyre choices. The capacity, 7,050, 9,840. We've then got 11,550 one side, 11,550 the other side, or 13,250 with both additional sideboards on the license plate. Now if we go then to configuration and put it onto auger, it adds a couple of extra options on. So is it a couple or just one? No, it's 2. So you've got the option of the short pipe or long pipe, and then we've got the design colour, and the design colour changes, there you go, all those parts on the auger which aren't on the main version. So I've gone for the auger version, so you can have just a trailer or an auger. So if you want to unload into seeders, if you want to do fertiliser or seed, or you just want to unload seed into smaller containers or whatever it might be, you can add the auger on if you want to. So what we do is when we do pipe out, it will tip the whole lot back. And you look at that and think, well, hang on a minute, that auger's way too low. That makes no sense, because this is how you get it initially. So it will come like this, straight from the factory. So what you do now is, that one, where are we? Is it only when the pipe's out? Oh, maybe it's only when the pipe's out. I thought I'll do it now to show you. So if we do pipe out, there we go. And now we've got the option to raise and lower with the winding handle our auger up out the way. So the auger can come out the way. Let me put that down now. Yeah, right. So you have to have, oh no, it drops it down anyway. How weird. I thought surely if you're going down the road and stuff, you'd want that up out the way all the time. So it doesn't matter whether you do it before or after, it will always put it back to that position. So pipe out, it'll do that. We have got the option then, of course, depending on what you want to put into. At this point, I can then raise and lower that. For whatever level I want to unload. If I unload here, out it goes. Like so. Pipe in. If you have it just in the trailer mode, you've got the option for the rear door opening and closing. That's it. I couldn't work out, or look at the picture initially, why it was under augers, but that, because I looked under auger wagons and it wasn't there. It's under trailers, but then you've got the option for the auger on it, like so. That's the Massey Ferguson 108. Bonus by Nico Do 55. I'll put you back to the other MrSealyp now. So that's updates and the Massey Ferguson 108. So, on with the mods then. We start with this in front of us, and this is the Concrete Blocks by Debinator. 0.56 megabytes download, 1 slot, 2 slot, 1 slot, 1 slot. Makes sense in a moment. We have got small block section. They're like Lego, really. These sections, we've then got 45-degree angle sections. We have got double sections, which are these ones here, which are 2 wide, 2 wide. You'll see me in a moment. And then we've got these long sections, and I have encountered some problems, which I'm going to warn you, tell you the things I have encountered. Again, you might not, but if you do, just be careful. If you're going to do anything with anything like this, save your game first. Then if it all goes horribly wrong, you can come back out and your save game is there, as long as you haven't got auto-save enabled. Crenellations for castles, if you want to go down that route, but that's where my warning is going to come in. So under build mode, and then we go to decoration and others. That's where you'll find them. So we start there with the concrete block at 100. We've got the concrete block times 7, which is these long ones over here. So you can do much bigger sections in one go for 700. 100 times 7. We've then got the concrete block double, which looks like that. And that's the ones I said, that's in these sections here. So you've got your doubles, they're at 200. And then for 25, we've got the 45-degree ones. like that. So, first word of warning. These are better placed perpendicular to the map. North, south, east, west at 90-degree angles. Now you can place them at a diagonal if you want to, but what I found was even, let's pick an item for example, let's go to the block. So even with my toggle snapping on, so as I turn it will snap round in increments rather than a smooth transition, that enables you to line things up a lot easier. Even with that turned on, as you can see, I could not get these to line up. I couldn't get them to click into place properly. It was awful, absolutely awful. I'm looking on the mods hub and I'm looking at the pictures thinking, how is it so neat? How have they got it so neat? It makes no sense. I can't get it to go neat on console. Then I thought, okay, let's try it at 40 or at 90 degrees. So straight across the map, up and down the map. As soon as I did that, they locked into place, no problem at all. So that's my first word of warning. If you want to place these, they are going to need to be at 90s, 180s, that kind of thing, not at diagonals on the map. It doesn't like it very much. Which brings us to the next. So I started building these up. I thought I was going to build this up to a little point here. That'd be quite cool. For this to be quite cool on my current Let's Play as well for various different things. Now, I started building, putting things up. I went to put the top block, two of these up on here to bring up to a point, and it didn't do it. And the same thing happened when I put this down. I put this down, I went to put another one on top as if I was building a silage clamp, and it clicked to say it had, and then when I took my finger off the button, second story wasn't there, but it had done this. It had put this mound up in front, which I don't... I'll show you what I mean. You watch, it's not going to do it now. Let's go into decoration, go to others, and let's go for one of these. So, if I try and put it on now, if this works, I'm going to be so annoyed. Let's go there. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Can I do a third one? I knew that was... Why? Let's try another one, see if it does it again. I don't know why it did that. How bizarre. Right, so I'll put another one on top. And I've just done that at an angle and it went on no problem at all. Why is it now? Okay, well. So what I'm going to do now then, I don't wonder why that's now working and it wasn't before. Now it is. Okay, well, like I say, it was always better to save it just in case. And now it's done it. Yeah, I don't know why it did that then. And like I say, when I did this one, it put a big mound up in front of here, and I had to flatten it out again. But I mean, it looks pretty cool, doesn't it? It works really well. But just save it. Save your game first, just in case anything goes wrong. But that's it. That's the concrete blocks by Debinator. Next, we have this. This is the log bunk. This is by AgrarModding ABP team. 1.23 megabytes download, 3 slots on console. I'm looking at that now thinking, does that turn when we turn? I will double check that. It's interesting. It seems to have all these accoutrements on here, but I didn't have any options for anything. I'll show you it. Under forestry equipment, this one just here, the log bunk for 18,000. Slot count will come down to 1 from 3. Main colour does the uprights, the poles, and we have got some selections of satins, sort of metallics, flat colours like that. Zoom in a little bit. Design colour does the framework underneath, the chassis. Oh, why is it not switched? Okay. There we go. Like that. The next design colour, if you see all the U-bolts, the bracketry on there, that at the moment is white. Let's change that to, let's go purple, doesn't matter. Oh no, you can't really see that, can you? Will pink be any better? Maybe, a little bit. You can just see there, all the brackets and stuff. If that wasn't red, it would probably be better, wouldn't it? There we go. So you can see the brackets a bit better. And we've got to change the rim colour. So, yeah, those... It almost looks like an IT runner sort of hook, but there's not a hook there. Maybe that's just the cable runner. There's no winch or anything like that that I'm aware of. We have got tension straps, as you can see. There is no rear hitch on this, so you can't hook multiples together. What I'm going to do... Let's see when we turn it. It looks like a knuckle joint there. No, it's not though, is it? Let's check our options. L1, R1, L1, R1. Nope. There you go. That is as it is. That's the Log Bunk by AgrarModding ABP team. Next, we have this foul beastie. This is the SAMSON US328 by AgrarModding. 11.63 megabytes download, 12 slots on console, 24 meter spread width with a 40,000 litre capacity. This is a manure spreader, muck spreader. A load of detail going on here. This is pretty cool when it all opens up as well. Now you see these two rams on the side there. We've got the same one on the side. That enables these sides to be raised or lowered. So when you're loading, when you're in, whether you're using some kind of bucketed device, whether it be a telehandler, wheel loader, anything like that, it's just ease of use for loading in there. Then you've got to reach right over the top to get in there. Triple axle, as you can see, and the tools and manure spreaders out on the end there, 189,500. We have got the SAMSON US 235 dynamic base game. So this is the 328 dynamic. That one is, what was that, 30,000 litres. So yeah, another 10,000 litres on top. We've got the option of Trelleborg, and then we've got BKT. BKT, we've got those two choices. Starts off with standard and then goes a little bit smaller. We've then got chassis colour, which actually does everything. We can change the colour of it completely, like that. Whatever colour you'd rather have on that palette, you can. And then we've got a license plate option on there as well. I've gone for none, but there is a license plate option on there too. So, when we unfold, actually, let's turn the lights on. Our lights across it, indicators, like so. Don't have reverse lights. But as I said, L1 and right stick side to side does this side. R1 and right stick side to side does that side, like I say. So just for ease of loading. Then to unfold, very cool. We have got the option for application, double application rate for the muck spreading if you want to. Turn it on. Out we go. 24 meters. That's our single application rate at 10 miles an hour. If you want to put both lots down in one go, again, I do stipulate that's on the base game. If you've got precision farming on, then obviously your nitrogen levels and stuff, that's all different because it's based upon the crop put in the ground, not on just two flat 50% passes. So that's only really relevant for base game. So double application rate, turn it on, and it will go half the speed, but you're putting twice the amount down. Nice animation. Nice bit of dust. Steam. Probably steam rather than dust, isn't it? Some poo vapours. Very nice indeed. And then we can fold the whole thing back up again. Job done. As you can see, we have got, whoa, turning axles, front and rear on the triple setup. That's the SAMSON US328 by AgrarModding. Next, we've got this. Oh, she's big. Another monster. This is the Stara Estrela 33. This is by Stara and Connect Modding. 42.5 megabytes download. 29 slots, 15 meter width, It is a direct drill, so you don't need to do any cultivator or anything first. Once you've harvested a crop, you can direct drill straight into the top of that, no problem at all. And this does all crop types as well, so it is under planters, but it will do the seeder crops as well, so seeding and planting crops. So as I say, you will find it under planters, just there. It says up there, it is also possible, so direct drilling, drillage, all that kind of thing. Then at the bottom, down there, it shows your planter crop types, and then we've got our wheat, barley, oat, canola, sorghum, and our grasses, oilseed radish and grass down there as well. So all very good. No options other than, well, other than the fact you get it like that. No options. 7,500 litre capacity, that's total. Oh, it's big. It is big. So if you open cover, it does the front covers first here, which is your fertiliser section. So we've got 4,500 litres of fertiliser, 3,000 litres of seed. If we close cover, well, it says open next cover, and it will do that. Nice animations. On the latches, opens up the rear ones. Yeah, there you see tanks. And if we close those, like so. Unfolding. Bit of a wobble on there. Pulls the whole thing towards the main unit as it's unfolding. Wowzers. Now, do we have any other options on that? Put it on corn, sunflower, soybean, sugar beet, cotton, wheat, barley, oat, canola, sorghum, oilseed radish, grass, back to corn again. I don't think we've got any other options. We do have the option to unload, so if you do find you've done what you need to do, some tanks, trailers, seeders, planters don't allow you to, but this will. It will give you the option to unload if you want to. Switch it on. I'm listening out for fans and things. If that keeps going up in pitch, jump out and run. We seem to have hit a flat pitch now. That's good. I thought that's getting louder and louder. That sounds a little bit worrying. 9 miles an hour. All the movement and everything. Look at all that going. Blimey. Technically 3 separate sections. The centre section and 2 outliers. So I would imagine it's got quite a bit of flexibility over uneven ground as well. And it seems expensive to start out with, but when you think that'll do everything, so you don't need a separate seeder and planter, it's got a pretty good capacity on it. And a direct drill. Can't go wrong. I mean, it can go wrong. I'm saying you can't go wrong with that. Turn it off. Lighting's pretty good on the back of it as well. Then fold it all back up again. Very nice indeed. That's the Stara Estrela 33 by Stara AgrarModding, which brings you on to the last of the mods for today. And it's this. Admittedly, I've got it in one format, but it's actually pretty cool looking thing, this. This is the Lizard S10 1998 by Kohler, 7.2 megabytes download, 8 slots on console. You will find it under vehicles and cars. Just there, 29 grand, 180 horsepower. We've got wheel setup, standard. Then we've got design 1, 2. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to. Let's break with tradition. We have a license option there as well. I'm going to rim colour and let's put that on white. There we go, so we can see them. Maybe it's not as good in white, but at least you can see your options then. So let's go back again. So we've got standard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's cool because it keeps the centres on those. That I do like that. 6, 7, back to standard. I have to say, I think I might have gone for that, but I do like that. And you'll see when we choose the colours for the rims, because I've gone for that one, whilst I went for yellow to match the main vehicle, it still kept those metallic components on there. So if you like that as an option, that's pretty cool. We've then got exhaust pipe, and this is this side. This is where the exhaust comes out. It's quite difficult to see, but we've got standard, design 1, design 2, design 3, and back to standard. It just changes the exhaust tip, different angle on it slightly. On there, we've then got front protection. We've got no, yes, straightforward. Protection bar, no. This is on the back, sorry. We've got no, we've got yes. We've got yes 1, which I went for with the beacons. We've then got design 2, design 3, design 4, and back to no again. So you can have lights on there rather than beacons if you want to. Then we've got stirrup, so sidebar, rock plate. Words have gone. That rock slider bar. Yes or no. You've got front work light. Now this is in the grille. It's a little bit hard to see, but we have got. Oh no, it's not that one. Sorry, we've got yes or no. So that one is your front work lights. So you're going to have extra work lights. Window colour. We've got a couple of tints and then back to standard. This is it, grid light. So grid light is in the grille. So we've got no, we've got 1, which puts a set of lights on the top section. 2, which puts a set of lights on the bottom section. And 3 puts top and bottom section. I went for 3, so you'll see that on the vehicle in a moment. And then off again. We've then got ceiling lights, yes or no. We've got main colour, anything on this palette here, like that. We've got front bumper, which is just below. Does that section underneath, so you can mix and match if you want to. We've then got rim colour, so like I say, if I've gone for this, it does the rims but leaves the metal unless you've gone for one of the ones which is a solid colour, in which case, there we go, a solid colour does that. But I do prefer, I do like that look, but what I would do, I think, I would change it to match up, or just go completely silver, or black might be quite cool on there as well. Actually, that does look pretty good, doesn't it? Oh, I like that. And then we've got a license plate option on there as well. We got there in the end. So, hop in, start it up. Horn, then lights. So you see there, those lights in the grille. The options were a top set, a bottom set, or all, and I went for all. We go for the full lights. Now again, I've gone for beacons on there, but if you went for spotlights on that rear bar, you might not have gone for the rear bar at all. I went for the beacons, but you don't have to. Looks like a sort of a vehicle you might have at an airport or something, really. There's no doors or windows that open. We can open the rear tailgate like that. And then we have got tension straps there as well. Interior, neat and tidy. Like I say, no doors or windows. Just a useful little pickup. That's the Lizard S10 1998 by Cola. And that's it for the mods for Monday the 10th. Did I say May at the start? I think I said June, didn't I? Monday the 10th of June. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.